recording, we're going to make a ladybug wreath. And what I have done is I've cut my mesh. Oh, I've got my red mesh, and I don't know what I've done with that. Here it is. You're going to need a 21-inch red mesh. You're going to need 10-inch black mesh cut into 30 inches. A reframe, and then I put these on the 12 ties. Because how many I've got on here is 12 ties. And where I do it is I do it on the joint and then one in the middle. Then on the joint and one in the middle. And then that's the way you get your 12 ties on there. Then I take my mesh and I drop it in the floor. And I take and I fold down this top just a little. And we're going to do poofs, 12-inch poofs. So if you take and you drop this down like this, I usually like to do the outside first. So you take your tie and you tie it real good. Now, you want to make sure your mesh is on the inside, that it folds on the inside. I've got it over here on the floor, and I don't have it turned right because I've got it turned where to go the other way. So let me switch this. Let me see, like this. Right, yeah. Okay. I usually don't measure, but I'm going to just because this is to show you how. I do 12-inch poofs, and I put it in the next one. And most of my kits are done this exact same way. I find it easier to do them this way. And you get a lot of coverage. So, and I just twist that a couple of times. Notice I'm measuring to my 12 inches. If you don't have a 12-inch, you can take a piece of cardboard and cut it. You can do it on your table if you got this. Or if you can guess. Because I usually can guess. See, because that's 12 inches. And you just put the 12 inches down in there, and you twist your pipe cleaner a couple times is what I do. But you're making sure that this is where you can open it up. If you do not have these two on the inside, it won't let you open it up right. So, that's what you want, because you want your poofs where you can open them. I like, on this size wreath, it's a 14-inch. That's what you get in your kit. It's a 14-inch. See, I get it pretty well every time. Now, this is where I started, and I'm going to undo this right here and put this mesh back in it. This is where I started it. Let me see. Well, how many times did I wrap it around there? A bunch, it looks like. There. Then, you lay this down on top of that wad of mesh. And, now, some people go ahead and do the middle and then do the outside. But I usually do the outside, the top. I do the outside and then I jump to the top. And I make sure that my mesh is where it will come open. And that's 12 inches. and I put it around the top. Now, I do the zigzag. After I do the top, I will be doing the zigzag with the mesh. You don't have to do that. It's just, I have a lot of extra mesh, and I just try to put it all in the wreath if I can, and it makes better coverage. So you just go around through here and do the 12 inches. We're on the top row. And these are called poofs. We'll open them up when we get done. And see, I can pretty well guess right there without having to measure it. But then you take and pull these as tight as you can pull them. And wrap them like twice. Because we're not going to open them up unless we don't have room to be able to put everything in there. But these are long, these pod cleaners are pretty long. So we should be able to. But if we don't, we'll figure it out. I will have this on YouTube, and it will be listed as Ladybug Kit. Okay, so now we're back where we started. So what I'm going to do, if you see, we're right here where we started. That's where we started. What I'm going to do is jump down here in this one that has everything on it, and I'm going to open it up because it has all that big wad in there too. And I'm going to put it in there. Because we're going to do the zigzag method now to cover the middle. And then you just go in the middle, and I'm doing it 12 inches, but what I'm doing is I go up and down. So let me put this right down in here. And you see, you still got room for your ties. Even though I'm twisting them twice. And then you just go right over here, because you're going up and down. And really, you can get by with going 10 inches in the middle, 12 inches on the top and the bottom, and then 10 inches in the middle, because you're hitting every one of them. You're doing the zigzag. But it just makes a fuller wreath if you go ahead and just, or you can just cut it off. It's whatever you want to do. But I like to just kind of go up and down with it. And I just lay it right in there. And then I'll go back through, and you see how much fuller this side is versus this side? And it's because we've got the zigzag going on. And the zigzag, I hate it when it has one of those edges at the very end. We'll do that. There. The very end. And all I'm doing is going up and down. And I probably still will have more mesh than what I need. But that's okay. We'll cut it off. You just got to make sure your bottoms is where you can open them. The bottom has to be in the middle so that you can open them. And that's more than 10 inches there. We're going to go right down here. See, and we've almost got this covered. And it leaves a pretty good base. And you can get by with using like the Dollar Tree form. I usually twist that like twice. let's see. Are we back where we started? Right there's where we started. Oh, this goes here. My top was getting in my way. And then you just take this, put it on here. Almost didn't put no, leave the mesh in the middle there, but we have to if we're going to do the zigzag. Because we're almost all the way over here to the edge where we started, and we're almost out of mesh. And see, that's, to me, I'd rather just put it all on here and not worry about it. And I told you, you don't have to undo these, and I've undone the last two. Didn't aim to, I just did it. Have it. You just take and you just tie it a couple times. And then here is the end. And we're back where we started from. But instead of me putting it in that loop, I'm going to go ahead and put it up here in this one so it won't be so thick. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And see, we used almost that whole roll of mesh. And what I'm going to do is take this in here and go to this next tie. You can do it on the bottom or the top, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it on the top. And I'm going to put this in there. And then you ain't going to be able to see it. Like that. Then you can go around and open these up. I open the bottom ones up. And make sure that they're all turned right. Put your hands in there and turn them. I'm not bothering that zigzag row yet. I'm just getting the bottom one. Okay, now I'm going to go through it and get the middle one. And you see it, it leaves it pretty full. But you want to pull those out, the poofs. Looks like I'm doing the bottom, or the middle and the outside, the top. It's however you can do it and you feel comfortable doing it. Because you want to open up all your poofs. Is what you want to do. Because the material will stick together. It folds together, and you don't want it to fold together. You want it to be poofy. Like this. Almost finished. So top row, middle row. There's the top row. And you just keep opening them up till you get all the way around. And I go ahead and open them up now because we're going to be putting woodland ruffles in these. And if you had never done a woodland ruffle, I'll show you. Oh, but now I cut them at 30 inches. Is what I did. I cut them at 30 inches. A true woodland ruffle is 35 inches. Okay, there we go. It's all open. See? It's all open. So lay that up there. Take one of your 30-inch pieces. Get my clip. Okay. Lay this here. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a clip on it. Then we're going to do this side 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to take our middle fingers and we're going to scrunch right up the middle. Like this. Then we're going to take it, and you can, either way, I take and push it down, or you can have it up. Because there's your curls and there's your ruffle. So, you take and you just lay it in there. On your tie. And tighten them. Because you've got just enough room to put a ribbon in there now. And then just kind of put these together. And you do another one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you take and just walk up the middle of it, ruffling it. Like this. And then just take the chip clip off. And then lay this in your next one. I'm doing the top first and then I'll do the bottom. And if your pipe cleaner is too short, you can undo it. 1, so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you walk up the middle of it. And you reach in here and you find the next one. And you just take and tie it in. And I kind of pull it so it'll tie it tight. And then I open my woolen ruffle up. I'm just doing the top row right now. Then we'll do the bottom row. And there's only 12 ties. So there's 12 on the top and 12 on the bottom. That's the good thing. There's no frays. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take your clip. You make it let go of it. Take your clip and you just do it again. 2, 3, 4. And then if your ends, if you notice if any of your ends come open, any of these that you've rolled, you can stick them right back down in there. Just lay it. Take your twist tie, go on top, and twist. And fix your ruffle where it goes in a circle. See how it goes in the circle? My bows are going to fall in the floor. I went ahead and made the bows because this is optional whether you want to make bows or not. You have plenty of ribbon to make bows with this kit. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this is what I'm talking about. If that's out, just take and stick it in. And then you start this one down here just like the same. 3, 4. And then just ruffle it up through the middle. You lay it in. And you twist that a couple times. You fix that. And there you go. I had those laying right over there, but they don't want to lay over there right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. In this kit, you will get 3 full rows of ribbon, and then 1 5 yards of the red ribbon. So you should have plenty to do the wreath. Okay, there's the top. Now we're going to go do the bottom ones. So we've got 6 more to do. And with the clip, it just helps it put it in there to hold it for you while you get this other end done. And then I'm going to show you something that I like to do on my tails. Not everybody likes to do it. It's just something that I like to do, and you have plenty of ribbon, so if you want to do it, you can. Okay, we're going to move that, and we're just going to bring this up and lay this in. If you notice, I'm laying it sideways. And then I'm rounding this up like this, making a circle with it. Is it looking like a ladybug yet? I couldn't wait to make it. I've had the stuff and I just hadn't made it yet. So I wanted to make it so then I could have it online for you all. If you want to know how to do it. It's on Facebook and also will be on YouTube. And I couldn't get my Mevo to hook up to Facebook, so I'm recording this. Just lay this in here, bring my little zip tie, or not my zip tie, my pipe cleaner. Twist it and pull it. And then you just take and bring that up. I'll move these in the floor because they're starting to stick together. See? They're starting to stick together. Then we'll put one there. Yeah. And you might have to go through here and open up some of these poofs back up to make sure that they're open and they're in the middle of all of it. Or that's what I do. I cut my ribbon tails are 12 inches. But this is a woodland ruffle. All but it's 5 inches shorter. A true woodland ruffle is 35 inches. And I didn't want to use 2 rows of mesh, so I usually do the 30. Because it still makes it full enough where you can see it. By shortening it 5 inches. And you just kind of twist those around like you want them. I got 3 more. That one's wanting to poke out, so we have to put it back in. And I'll do this one the same way. 3. Now one of these pieces is 35 inches, and I'll tell you why. Because it was just extra on the row, and instead of cutting it off to 30 inches, I went ahead and just left it on there. Because you never know with the mesh if they shorten you or if they give you more. You never know which way they're going to go with it. pull this up here and make it in a circle. That's looking like a ladybug, isn't it? Black and white. Or black and red. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And just turn it around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that's sticking in like it's supposed to, and then just take your pointer fingers and go right down the middle. Let's see, this one's going to go right here. Then we got one more. I think, yeah. And you just tie this tight. As tight as you can pull it is what I do. And then twist that around. You want your red to show, so you bring your red up. Or I like the red to go in between. You like one more. And you take it and you do 1, 2, 3, 4. And put your chip on it. One, 2, 3, 4. Now all your pieces are cut. Your black mesh will be cut 30 inches. And it's enough to use the whole row. If you do yours the way I've done mine. Twist that. Okay. Twist these together. Okay, there is our base. That looks pretty good, don't it? Now, what I do, I like, see how that's got a little bow in it? And you've got plenty of ribbon to do it. Let me see, what do I do with it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the bottom ones. Oh, here it is. What I do is I folded this in two. I take and I cut this. This is cut 10 inches. And I fold it. And then I scrunch the middle. I take a zip tie, and I'm giving you zip ties, so if you want to do it this way, you can. I just find it easier if they're zip tied. And making sure that you got it all in the middle, that your bow's in the middle and all. And then just tighten it down. And then just pull. See, you can just pull that as hard as you want to. And then pull them opposite. And then you put your fingers in the bows. And then they lighten up. And I put these on the bottom. Let me do. I got one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a piece missing. I don't know what happened to it. It's around here somewhere. We'll find it. But you just scrunch it right down the middle. And I take a zip tie. And I guess you could do it. I just find it easier to make my bows like this. And then just tighten it real good. I use my zip tie down a lot because it helps on your carpal tunnel. I worked in a plant for years and I had carpal tunnel. Well, now you got to take your finger, get in there and open that bow up so it'll be pretty. Then you take these and you go around to your bottom. You open your pipe cleaner up and you just lay them in there. And then you just twist your pipe cleaner. You're not going to have much left, so it's not enough to curl anyway. So you can kind of twist it downward. Make sure this is up. Make sure that you've got your ribbons open. Then you move around to the next one. And I do them on the bottom. You can do them on all of them if you want to, but I just do them on the bottom. And then you just twist it 3 or 4 times. Whatever you got left on your pipe cleaner. And then just kind of roll your pipe cleaner down there. And you pull your ribbon and you straighten your bow. And that's how it looks. Then you move on to the next one. And I do the bottom ones first. And it helps if you go ahead and get your bow all situated, where all you have to do is just kind of lay it in there. Like this pipe cleaner is a little bit short, but I can get it to wrap about 3 or 4 times. So that's all we need. And then I take and bend them over. Straighten this out. Straighten this out. And there's your bow. I just think that has a cleaner look. I like the way it looks. I do lots of my wreaths like this, because I got used to putting those little bows on the ends, on the sides, and that's, people can see the sides of your wreath, so give them something pretty to look at. That's the way I looked at it. Then you just straighten them out. Just kind of curl your ribbons a little bit. 2 more. And so I go ahead and pull these open like this. So then when I lay it in there, it's in there. Let me see, I know that's got 2 pieces to that. Yeah, it does. There it is. Couldn't find it. It was hiding from me. And then I just put them in there and I go over the zip tie. Because what's covering it is the zip tie. The pipe cleaner is covering the zip tie up. Then you take and you just pull your ribbons and you open your bow. I stick my fingers in there. Then you got 1 more over here. Because it takes 6 for the bottom and 6 for the top. And I usually do the bottom ones like this. But you don't have to. You can put just the regular tails in it like I did. And then you do them like this. I have them in my Etsy shop. I haven't got pictures of everything yet, but now we're going to move to the top. And I've got the black and with the glitter and the ladybug. I'm going to take and scrunch this middle. And I'm going to put this right down in the middle. And I'm going to tighten this really tight by twisting it. 3 or 4 times is enough. And then open your tail up. Scrunch it right down the middle. And I'll put this in here. Now, I have made 2 bows to go on it. You have enough stuff if you want to make 3, you can. I usually like 2 bows. Then you just kind of spread these apart and pull the opposite. And take your fingers and curl these. curl them under, like that. And I fold these so then I know right where the middle is. So all I have to do is just lay it down there, take my zip tie, and tie it. You get an instruction sheet that will tell you how to cut your mesh, and woodland ruffle, and it tells you to do poofs. So, and then I show you where your pipe cleaners are. I try to put them on for you if I can. If I have time that day, I do. I try to stick your pipe cleaners on your frame, so then you know where it goes. And just take your fingers and just kind of bend them down. 2 more. And then we'll put the sign on, and then we'll figure where we're going to put the bows. Because I've made 2. I don't know whether I'll use 1 or 2. We'll just see what we think's the best. And you just pull these and bend them down. Bend them down. See how easy that is? See how pretty these are on the bottom? Last tail. Now, your ruffle, or you can cut your tails longer if you want them longer. I just cut them 12 on these type wreaths because they do come out enough. And then I just pull it. All right. There we go. What do y'all think? Okay, then I took 2 pipe cleaners. I poked a hole in each side of the sign. And I took 2 pipe cleaners and stuck it down in there. Now what I'm going to do is feed the pipe cleaner down to the wire. And I'm not going to tighten it yet. I'm just going to put it on there. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm putting it kind of on the side. I'm going to the bottom. And then I'm going to turn it over. And there it is. Then you can just pull it. You don't want it to be sunk in, but you don't want it to be too loose. And then I'm just wrapping this around. And that's where I started wrapping that one. You just wrap it around. Okay, there that goes, like that. And you can fix your tails and all. Like I said, I made 2 bows to go on it. You have plenty of ribbon to do it. I'll use this one first. And then I kind of twisted the ribbon to make it pretty. And I'm going to put one right up here in this place where this other one is. Putting it on top and feeding it through. There it is. Just twist it. And then just put it underneath. See, there's that one. Now, let me see where I'm going to put the other bow. Think about putting it on the bottom. I need to put it on the bottom or on the top. I think I might put it on the top. I kind of like it up there. And I might have to put another pipe cleaner on here because this one's awful short. Yeah, I knew I was going to because that one's too short. There. Like that. Because when I wrapped this one around a while ago, I did it different. So, you can either put the bow at the top, and we don't want it to cover the sign, so we'll probably have to cut some of those off. And we can move the sign down. Okay, I'm going to go straight in here and tie this in. If I can find it. Tie it on the wire. Like this. Where's the other one? There's the other one. There's the other one. Come on, little pipe cleaner. There. I got it. Now just twist this. And if we want to move the sign down some, we can. It's whatever you think. But I think what I'm going to do is cut some of these ribbons. Make these ribbons shorter. And then the sign will be fine. Straighten the bow out. And then we'll take another, I'm going to use a zip tie, but you can take a pipe cleaner. Might as well, because I'm sending you all a pipe cleaner. So I'll put the pipe cleaner on there, right in the middle, and twist it. I didn't know if I had a hook up there or not. I don't. I will take pictures and let you all see what this looks like. And this is what it looks like. Oops, I dropped the camera. So, hope it don't fall. This is the wreath. You can find it in my Etsy page, Down Home Crafty Things. So there you go.